Hi guys, my name is Namate and you're welcome to my channel. So in today's video I'll be teaching you guys how to crochet a face mask for yourselves. I actually have a business page where I sell my face masks, but if for some reason you cannot purchase, then you might want to do some for yourselves. So please like, share, subscribe to my channel and make sure you see my videos when they come, because you're going to get all fashionable on here. You're going to learn how to crochet, how to make some fashionable items like this headband. Y'all seeing? I'll be talking about fashion, everything fashion. So without further ado, let's jump right into the video. So for this project I'll be using 2 lightweight yarns, a pair of scissors and a 2mm hook. So I'm pairing the 2 yarns because the yarns I'm using are lightweight, and pairing the 2 would give me the kind of thickness I'm looking for. So I wrap the yarn around my index finger and hold on to it. So we're about to make a slip knot, and in my previous video I showed you guys how I make my slip knots, and it's a very simple way for me. Yarn over and pull through 2 times to get the knot. So after making my knot, we are going to chain 10. 1, 2, 3. So after chaining 10, this is what you get, and we are moving on to our very first row. We are just using single crochets for this project, so we are moving on to our very first row of single crochet. So chain 1, skip the very first chain you just created and move on to the next one, and then single crochet. So you single crochet till you get to the end of the row. So at the end of the row you get something like this, and this is our very first row. We are going to move on to our next row. We are making 5 rows of single crochets. So this is our second. You chain 1, single crochet till the end of the row, and then you keep doing that till you get 5 rows of single crochet. So I just completed my 5th row, and after it, this is what I get. Yeah, so we're about to move on to increase. So the purpose of the increase is to get the kind of archy shape the face mask has. So to increase, you turn around your project, chain 1, move into the very first chain space and single crochet. Go into the same chain space and make another single crochets. So you make 2 single crochets into the very first chain space, and then you move on to single crocheting till you get to the end of the row. So you began with 2 single crochets, you're going to end with 2 single crochets. So into the chain space, 1, 2. To move on to the next row, you turn your work around and chain 1. But for this row, you're just going to make single crochets for each and every chain space. You're not going to increase for this row. You do this till you get to the end of the row. So you're going to repeat these 2 rows for 6 times. So a row of increasing and a row of normal single crochets. So let's move on to our next row of increasing. Chain 1, move into the very first chain space and make 2 single crochets. Continue till you get to the end, and then in the very last chain space you're going to end like you started with 2 single crochets. This is the last chain space. You're going to 2 single crochets, so 1, 2, and to the next row just chain 1 and just single crochet in each chain space so you get to the end of the row. So you'll be repeating these 2 for 6 times. So I repeated the 2 rows for 6 times, and this is what I get. So we are moving on to the mid part. For that, you turn your work around and you chain 1. You're just going to single crochet till the end of the row. You're going to make 5 rows of single crochet. So you are just single crocheting till the end of the row, and we are doing this for 5 rows. So I just finished with my 5th row, and we are moving on to decrease. So we increased for this part of the face mask. We are going to increase for the other part. So to decrease, you would chain 1. Make sure to turn over your work first and chain 1. Move into the very first row, yarn over, pull through, and then move into the next row, yarn over, pull through, then yarn over and pull through all 3. So that is how you decrease. After that, you would move on to just single crochet in each and every chain space. 1 single crochet in every chain space till you get to the last but 2 chain spaces on this row. So here we are, and these are our last but 2 chain spaces. So you're going to do the same thing you did when you started with the row. So you're going to decrease, move into the chain space, yarn over, pull through, move into the last chain space, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through all 3. So this is your first row of decrease, and for the next row you're just going to single crochet. You're just going to single crochet till the end of the row. So a row of decrease and a row of single crochets for 6 times. So you're about to decrease again. Chain 1, move into the very first chain space, yarn over, pull through, move into the next chain space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through all 3. Do this till you get to the last but 2 chain space and repeat your decrease. So at the end of the row, this is what you're supposed to get. You can see the face mask is already forming. So we are going to move on to our next row. So remember, we started with 5 rows of single crochet. That is what we are going to end with. This row makes the very first row of your single crochet for the 5 rows of single crochet. So you're just going to add 4 more rows of single crochet. So turn over, chain 1, single crochet till the end of the row, and add 4 more rows of single crochet. Turn over your work, chain 1. Do this till you have your 5 rows of single crochet. So we've come to the end of our 5th row, and that's basically it for the body of the face mask. So we are going to move on to just single crocheting around our face mask till we get here. So just chain 1 and single crochet around the face mask. So this is for a female size. For a male size, instead of single crocheting around it, you use a half double crochet. So we've come to the end, and we are about to make a strap for the ear. So you are going to chain 32. That's for a normal female size, and for a male size you can chain 34 or 35. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 31, 32. So you connect it to the other side of the face mask, connected by a single crochet. So you insert your hook into the very first chain, yarn over, pull through, then make a single crochet. So you continue with your single crochets all around the face mask. So all around it till you get here. So we've come to the end, and you're just going to repeat this. So you're going to chain 32 and connect it to the side. So 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is what we get at the end. You're just going to continue single crocheting all around it. So for the male size, you continue half double crocheting all around it, chain 1 and single crochet all around it till you get to the end of it. So like this. So we've come to the end, and we are just going to make slip stitches all around the strap. So for your slip stitch, you just move into the chain space like this, yarn over, pull through, and just continue to pull through into the loop. So let's take that again. Move into the chain space, yarn over, pull through, and pull through into the chain space. So you would do this till you get to the other side of the strap, and then you continue single crocheting till you get to the other side with the strap, and you go ahead to slip knot till you get here. And slip knots are most of the times used for finishes. So we've come to the end, and this is where you fasten off. So you move into the very first chain and make a slip knot. Chain 1, and then we are done. So this is basically it. So this is basically it for our face mask. For the inner part, we'll insert a filter space. So this is it. Just connect a chain space from this end to this end and this end to this end, and then they serve as bridges for a filter space, so you can insert your filter right here. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up, and please share it to your friends, family, or anyone who would like to know how to crochet a face mask. And please make sure your hands are like very clean. Wash your hands and sanitize them before you start to crochet your face mask. Thank you so much, guys. See you in my next video.